Hello and welcome to a time special presentation for Thirukkural with the Times, where we explore real-world lessons from the classic Tamil text Thirukkural with motivational speaker, author and diversity champion Bharathi Baskar as she explores the masterpiece. Through centuries, kings and poets alike have emphasized the importance of clean water, a paradox considering the state of water bodies in our country today. One would think pollution of rivers and destruction of nature is a recent phenomenon, but a poet saint from 2 millennia ago had hinted at it. Was Thiruvalluvar an environmentalist who was ahead of his time?
As the largest human congregation unfolds in Prayagraj, millions immerse themselves in the sacred confluence of the Ganga, Yamuna and the unseen Saraswati. My thoughts drift to the profound significance of holy dips in Hindu tradition, acts of spiritual purification, cultural liberation, and emotional transformation. From a symbolic perspective, these dips represent the washing away of impurities from the mind and soul. The seeker's yearning for divine union manifest in expressions of surrender and humility. Standing in the embrace of these eternal rivers, one realizes they are but a speck in the grand tide of existence. What are we, after all, before these mighty waters that have nourished generations? A single dip bestows upon the pilgrim a sense of rebirth, a sacred renewal, a whispered promise of a new beginning. Yet, it is both ironic and disheartening that many among these millions who undertake this arduous journey to the Kumbh return home only to remain indifferent to the pollutions of their local rivers. Some will nonchalantly defile these waters, while others will choose the comfort of silence as factories pour untreated effluents into their lifelines. Despite the best efforts of several environmentalists and government agencies, many rivers remain sullied by unchecked sewage, industrial waste, and agricultural runoff. The Ganga, stretching 2,545 kilometers across our land, has been the lifeblood of northern India's agriculture, feeding 1 billion souls. Yet, despite the scars of human negligence, she endures, for the dissolved oxygen content in her waters remain among the highest in the world, a testament to her resilience, though not an excuse for our apathy. No man ever steps twice in the same river, mused the Greek philosopher Heraclitus, alluding to the ceaseless flow of time and transformation. Every droplet in a river is ever new. But does water hold memories? Perhaps not. But we do. The tranquil well in our grandmother's courtyard. The temple tank we splashed in as children. The river banks where we danced under moonlight skies. Where are they now? Do they exist only in our memories? Thiruvi Kalyanasuntharam, the esteemed Tamil scholar who lived till 1953, once wrote of the cool, pristine waters of the Koovam river in which he took a bath before visiting the temple at Thiruvallikeni. Can we fathom such an experience today? While we reminiscence, there are those who have dedicated their lives to safeguarding our rivers. Some may recall the sacrifice of Guru Nigamananda of Matri Sadan of Haridwar, who renounced the world in his youth to champion the cause of Ganga's purity. When relentless petitions and protests failed, he embarked on a fast, an act of ultimate sacrifice to draw the attention to the rampant mining activities polluting the rivers. For 115 days, he withstood hunger until death claimed him when he was only in his 30s. His sacrifice did not go unnoticed. The mining activities around Haridwar were restricted by a court order. But the battle to protect Ganga from pollution is still continuing. Nigamananda's sacrifice leaves us with an aching question: what will we do to protect our rivers? History tells us rulers who preserved water bodies, for they understood that the prosperity of their people was intertwined with the purity of the rivers. The Chola kings, masterful in their water management, built 32 interconnected lakes along the Rajakesari Peruvali, road connecting Nagapattinam and Kozhikode, ensuring that the Noyal River's floods were harnessed to sustain agriculture. Most of these lakes have now vanished, lost to time and neglect. No wonder Thiruvalluvar, the sage of timeless wisdom, emphasized clean water as a pillar of national protection. His verse resounds with prophetic urgency. Manineerum, Mannum, Malayum, Kaadum, Udayadhu, Arann. What protects a nation? Fountains of waters crystal clear, soil, mountains, and abundantly shady forests. Valluvar, an environmentalist ahead of his time, underscored that water must be as pure as crystal. His words serve as both an ode and an admonition. Despite water pollution all around us, hope glimmers in the efforts of few individuals and organizations striving to revive lost water bodies. For example, the Green Forum of Sivakasi has diligently restored large kanmais and ponds by desilting, reinforcing bunds and channeling rainwater. To resurrect a dying water body is perhaps the noblest offering one can give back to the society. For water is more than a mere substance. It is the liquid of life, the sacred nectar blessed by the heavens. May the merciful rivers, boundless beads of blessings from the sky, sanctify us, even as we strive to honor and preserve them.